What's up, you guys? It's your boy TheGoulGuy, back at you guys yet again with another video. Today we are playing the Open Great League and we are bringing back the double Croc team. You know what I'm saying? We're bringing back the double Croc team. I actually have some gameplay for you guys that I actually recorded earlier in the day of the double Croc team doing freaking work, okay? But the beauty of this, now that we're doing it in the Great League, we're actually able to show off the Community Day Goodra with Thunder Punch, which is also pretty dope. It's going to be paired with the double Croc team, just like how we did it with the Ultra League, but this time, instead of the Goodra being the switch, we're actually going to have the Goodra in the front, and we're going to have the Shadow for Alligator. So we're actually going to have the Shadow for Alligator on this team in the middle as a switch, and then also we got the Skeledirge in the back normally to clean up the mess at the very end, hopefully with no shields or anything like that. But sometimes it flops, sometimes it switches between the Feraligatr and the Skeledirge as a cleanup crew, but it will depend on, you know, the scenario, the situation, or anything like that. But anyway, this is our team, but first off, we're going to show off obviously the stats and everything like that. Obviously, I know you guys want to see the stats of all the different Pokemon that we bring to the Great League, Ultra League, or Master League. So we got Dragon Breath as the quick move, we got Thunder Punch as the charge move, and Aqua Tail as the charge move for the Great League Goodra that we have here. Some pretty decent PvP IVs as well. And then going over to the Feraligatr. For the Feraligatr, we have Shadow Claw, Ice Beam, and as well as Hydro Cannon with that Shadow bonus. Look at that Shadow bonus, freaking hits like a truck. It's insane. And as I said, pretty decent PvP IVs for the Feraligatr as well. Skeledirge going into with the Great League, pretty decent Great League, well, PvP IVs. Obviously the attack could be a lot lower, so it could be a little bit more tankier, but it is gonna do what we need it to do, you know what I'm saying? So we got the Incinerate, Shadow Ball, and the Disarming Voice with the Weather bonus, which is pretty nice. But yeah, that is our team that we got going on, and we are about to get into the battle. Let's see, let's start it off here, right here. We are going against Godurio. Alright, so we got the Altaria versus the Goodra. Now, normally what I do with this, I usually try to Dragon Breath, obviously, down on top of try to get to this Thunder Punch. Thunder Punch is at least going to be somewhat effective against the Altaria, neutral effective against the Altaria, so normally does a decent amount of damage. Now he shields up, so what I do, I end up switching over to the Skeledirge. Now with the Skeledirge, obviously we want to get to that Disarming Voice. I'm not going to shield here because I want to keep my shields. Sky Attack isn't going to KO or anything like that, but it does take a decent amount of health, which is very unfortunate, but hey, we're still going to be able to get to that Disarming Voice before it's able to get to another Sky Attack. Altaria is just super slow at getting to his charge moves. That's why we're able to capitalize, take advantage. See if we can get, we got our second shield off there, which is very nice. Let's see if we can get to one more Disarming Voice. We're gonna shield this up, of course, just to make sure that we're able to get this Disarming Voice off. Hopefully he doesn't switch. He does not switch, which is cool with me. We're gonna be getting that Disarming Voice off, and that should be KOing the Altaria. Boom, sayonara Altaria. Let's see what he got. Next, it's going to be the Deoxys. The Deoxys, we're going to try to get to the Shadow Ball. See if we can. We cannot, but hey, guess what? We're going to shield this up. Now we're just going to be shieldless, but I'm going to be able to get to this Shadow Ball. But as soon as I get to the Shadow Ball, he switches over to the Stunfisk, which is very smart on my opponent. I was thinking I was going to be able to get to that Shadow Ball, but unfortunately I cannot. So what we do, we end up switching over to the Goodra. Of course, Dragon Breath isn't going to do that much, but I was hoping I was going to be able to get to the Aqua Tail. Let me see if I still can. Rock Slide coming in. Cool. Goodra is still pretty bulky. We're going to get to that Aqua Tail just fine, which is cool. Getting to the Aqua Tail should do a good amount of damage. He does not have any more shields. Okay, it does not KO, which is unfortunate. Thought it would KO just a little bit and I could Dragon Breath the rest of the way down, but unfortunately I cannot. So Looks like I was able to Shadow Claw the rest of the way, and we're going to be able to get to that Hydro Cannon onto the Deoxys. See if we can get this KO with this Hydro Cannon. As I said, the Feraligatr hits like a truck, but unfortunately was not able to KO it. We're going to see how tanky the Shadow Feraligatr is, taking Deoxys, I'm pretty sure one of its strongest moves, the Psycho Boost, and we are able to Shadow Claw the rest of the way the Deoxys. Feraligatr was able to take it. Let's go. But yeah, that's just a perfect example of how good this team can be in the Great League. Some really good coverages between, you know, Dragon Breath being Dragon, you know, Thunder Punch. So we got Thunder, Aqua Tail, we got double water essentially, right? With the Feraligatr with the Hydro Cannon. We got Ice Beam with the Feraligatr as well. Shadow Claw does really good damage against any Psychic, Ghost types. We got Skeledirge using that Shadow Ball. I mean, you know, and on top of the fact of Fairy type moves, insane, right? But anyway, we got the Goodra versus the Gligar now. Gligar is going to be coming in with the, Goodra is going to be coming in with the Aqua Tail. Let's go. We're going to be able to hit him with the Aqua Tail. Let's see if he shields. He does not, which is, I predicted that because, you know, Gligar is pretty bulky, but at the same time, he's pretty low right now. So he's either going to be hitting me with the Aerial Ace or a Dig. I know Dig's going to do a lot more damage. Boom. Does take a good amount of health off of me. I thought I can get to the Aqua Tail. Unfortunately, I could not, and he's probably going to be able to take this unless I shield, which I do shield here, and I'm going to see if I can farm down the rest, but he ends up switching into the Abomasnow. Now, I didn't know between Thunder Punch or Aqua Tail which one would actually do more damage. But doesn't matter either way, we still get the shield, which is fine with me. Skeledirge coming in. Look how much damage Skeledirge is doing to this freaking Abomasnow. Insane. We're not going to shield here because it's either going to be a grass move or a ice move, which it was an ice move, but it debuffed me, which is unfortunate. My attack failed, but still took him out with all the Incinerates, which is insane. We still have a bunch of charge moves ready to go for the next Pokemon. We're waiting for it. You can see those taps, man. I was tapping away. I was waiting for it. And looks like he brings in the Lantern. Now, I should have used the Shadow Ball here. What I was trying to do, I was trying to like bait him into using maybe one more shield. Unfortunately, he does not. So I'm going to have to Incinerate one more time to get to that Shadow Ball. But unfortunately, he gets to the charge move before I can do it, which is unfortunate. So we use a shield here. I probably should have just let it go, but at the same time, we only have the Feraligatr in the back. Now, when we use the Shadow Ball, he ends up switching into his previous Pokemon that literally already had low health, which was the Gligar. So we're going to have to build up to a whole nother charge move, which we're probably not going to make it. I tried to switch to the Feraligatr, try to catch a Surf, but unfortunately, he was too smart for me. He was able to get to that Thunderbolt. Is it Thunder or Thunderbolt? Yep, Thunderbolt, and he was able to KO my Feraligatr, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be able to KO my Skeledirge. I don't know why I blinked for a second. What I tried to do here is farm up to do 2 Disarming Voices, but I already knew it wasn't going to happen. I was trying to bait the shield and then go for a Shadow Ball, but unfortunately I was not able to build up enough in time, so he is going to be able to get that game. But yeah, definitely could have maybe done one more Incinerate and then potentially switched to the Feraligatr to catch the Surf, but I didn't know or wasn't sure if between the Incinerate, if you know he was going to be able to hit us with I didn't know if I was going to be able to catch it or not. I didn't know when he was going to like throw it anyway. But anyway, going into the next match, we have Goodra versus the Jumpluff. Now we're going to use Thunder Punch, of course, because Jumpluff is part flying. Now Jumpluff also can use Fairy type moves, so we definitely want to be cautious of that. I was trying to switch at this point, but unfortunately he had his charge move at the same time. Acrobatics coming in. Acrobatics, I also knew it had Acrobatics, so either way, like, all my Pokemon could definitely get destroyed with acrobatics. So either way, I was going to take it either way. And I could have shielded there, but I want to keep my shields for the back line. We end up switching to the Skeledirge. What I should have done is just let the Goodra go, but I didn't want it to farm up any more energy if it was going to do it. But unfortunately, I did not do that. But we're going to be able to get to the Shadow Ball for the Jellicent, but what I end up doing is over farming. Oh my goodness, I end up over farming. So what I do, I just let the Skeledirge go. I let the Skeledirge go, and we're just gonna go back in with the Goodra. I believe that is my decision there. Yeah, we go back in with the Goodra. I should have went in with the Feraligatr. At least I can get a little bit more damage down. But looks like the Jellicent already has a lot of energy, but our Feraligatr does have 2 shields, and as I said, it hits like a truck. So let's see if we can come back from this, because I already made some pretty horrible decisions there. So we're going in with the Hydro Cannon onto the Jellicent. Of course, very non-effective damage, but at the same time, as I said, it's a Shadow Feraligatr. Boom! Look how much damage it does. Now, we're going to probably use this last shield here, but at the same time, I don't think he farmed up enough, and he just used the Shadow Ball, so he uses Surf, which makes this very safe for me. We're going to be using the Hydro Cannon onto the Stunfisk. Should be doing a whole lot of damage. I don't think he has any more shields. Let's see. Oh, actually, yep, he still has 1 more shield. So we're able to farm up just a little bit more. We still have 1 of our shields, so we're going to shield that up for sure. The Jellicent in the back does not have any energy, by the way, so we are going to be able to just Shadow Claw it down. Let's see, we're going to farm up just a little bit more energy just in case we need it for the Jellicent in the back, or if this Hydro Cannon doesn't hit, but it does. Boom, it takes out the Stunfisk, and then we have the Jumpluff. We have the Jumpluff, which I've already had some energy left over from the last match to get to this next Hydro Cannon. Boom, the Jumpluff is out, and then we have the Jellicent, which pretty much would have got Shadow Clawed down, but he ended up quitting. Yes, that is the Shadow Feraligatr taking out 3 Pokemon. This is a stack 3 Pokemon at the same time. Put some respect on Shadow Feraligatr's name, man. God damn, man. But yes, even with the bad play we did, we were still able to come back from it because Shadow Feraligatr is just such a monster, man. Ugh. But yes, love the Double Croc team. Just gotta love the Double Croc team. But anyway, Goodra versus Goodra, we have the mirror match. I was able to actually get a head start. I don't know if it's the fact that his phone was lagging or anything like that. I could have sworn I got to this Aqua Tail before he got to the Aqua Tail, but hey, it's fine. It is what it is. He gets off his Aqua Tail, gonna be non-effective. We're gonna be getting off our Aqua Tail, which is also gonna be non-effective. So there we go there. Boom. Cool. And then we're gonna be able to get the hit off, nice, and we're gonna be able to see what Pokemon he comes out with next. Unfortunately, could not get to the Thunder Punch in time for the Skarmory, but we are gonna be able to get to our Skeledirge. Skeledirge is gonna do a good amount of damage onto the Skarmory with its Incinerate, building up some energy here. What I decide to do, I decide not to shield here, because I'm thinking in my head maybe he does not use the Brave Bird yet, and he doesn't. He uses Sky Attack, which is very nice. We're going to be using a Disarming Voice. Of course, it's not effective to Skarmory, but it should be enough to take out the Skarmory or KO it. He uses a shield, which is fine with me. We use a shield here. We're just going to incinerate the rest of the Skarmory down and conserve the charge energy for whatever he has in the back, which is perfect. It's going to be the Annihilate. Ghost types usually are non-effective to Disarming Voice, but this is a fighting ghost type, so Disarming Voice is going to do a whole lot of damage. So what we do, we use 2 Disarming Voices. He already used a shield before, so this should be, yep, he should be taking that fully which is very nice. Let's see if we can get the Incinerate down. We can, and we still have energy for his Skarmory in the back with the disarming voice we have left over. Skeledirge is also a freaking monster. Look at that, man. Freaking Skeledirge basically taking out 2 of his backline Pokemon, which is crazy. Insane. Goodra and basically Skeledirge. That's literally what that team was. Freaking crazy. But we're moving on to the next match. Yeah, I love these Pokemon so much. Oh my god. But anyway, going on to the next match, we have a bad startup. We have Goodra versus the Ninetales. I've been seeing a lot of Ninetales out there lately. I know Ninetales is a very good Pokemon. We switch over to the Skeledirge. Of course, Skeledirge is going to do a lot of damage onto the Ninetales. We have enough energy to throw out our Shadow Ball, which I'm pretty sure is going to be shielded. Yep, shielded. There it is. And then we're going to build up to another Shadow Ball. Let's see if we can get to it in time before he gets to another charge move. Of course, we're going to shield this up, whatever he has going on here. Thunder Punch. We probably could have took the Thunder Punch, to be fair, but we do at least get a little bit more energy here. We're going to go for the Disarming Voice, seeing if he's going to shield one more time. Let's see if he shields one more time here. He does, which is awesome. I thought I had another Shadow Ball already ready since I had the 2 Disarming Voices, but apparently I forgot after you use the first one it doesn't work like that. So we're going to let the Skeledirge go, unfortunately, but we're going to switch back into the Goodra. Goodra is going to be non-effective to the Thunder Punches. It could also have had Psychic too, which I don't think it would have done that much to the Goodra either. But yes, he's going to hit us with the Thunder Punch. Of course, not going to be very non-effective. I was just going to farm him at that point, but he switched to the Ninetales. Now, with the Ninetales, I'm going to block it here because I'm not sure how much damage that Ninetales would have been able to do to me. Not too familiar with the movesets of Alolan Ninetales. So we're going to switch over. We're going to get him with the Hydro Cannon. Basically one hit KOing with the Hydro Cannon, which is very nice. He has 2 Psychic Pokemon, the Metachan. We're going to be hitting the Metachan with the Hydro Cannon. He might be using his shield here. I think he conserved his shields for the Metachan. No, he did not. I think he actually just used both of his shields actually for the Hypno, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so that makes sense. We're going to see what the Metachan has here. It's going to be the Power Up Punch, which of course not going to do that much damage, but he's going to be able to counter me down, which is very unfortunate. We're going to switch over back to the Goodra. Goodra's going to be able to farm down the Hypno like I was trying to do previously. And then now we have enough energy for the Metachan. Should be taking out the Metachan. Unless he still has a shield, which I don't think he does. Nope. Boom. KO. Let's go. I don't know why I thought he had another shield after I just said Hypno literally took all those shields. But anyway. Anywho. But yes, we won all 4 of our 5 games there. In and off with the Wingull here. I don't think the IVs for this Wingull was actually that good. But yeah, this team is pretty fun, pretty amazing. Coverages are very nice. You just got to know when to switch your Pokemon at the right time. Don't do the flop like I did in that one match that I had. And yeah, you would pretty much have a pretty good time with this team. But yeah, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like and a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of this team. And yes, and also, of course, subscribe to the channel, of course, if you want more videos like this. Next video will be New York Go Fest. I will be going to Go Fest tomorrow. We will be flying out tomorrow to go to New York, and we are going to have a good time there. I'm going to try to record as much as I can down there of my experience and everything like that. This will be my first Go Fest, so hopefully everything goes well, hopefully everything goes right. But yes, I just expect a really good time. I heard it's gonna rain too, but we got some things planned to make sure that the rain doesn't really hinder our experience. We got some things prepared. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video as I said before, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.